Thanks for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is the 7th of April. It's Wednesday, and I know some of you have asked about Mr. Anonymous. Here he is, my buddy. How you doing? He's cool. Both of us are very happy. Everybody I know that's exposing the abuses of Scientology are very happy because a lot of fantastic things have happened in this year. I mean, this year, from Blown for Good's book, which you can get at blownforgod.com, Nancy Maney's book, My Billion-Year Contract, and you can get that at mybillionyearcontract.com. Some other books have come out. Amy Scobie, I think her book is either out or it's soon to be out. All the people that spoke out on Nightline, all the people, Marty's blog and all that stuff, and the people that are, all the OT8s who left along that line. Mike, who used to be the head of PR, is now out. He hasn't really spoken much, but has acknowledged some of the things that have happened, especially, it's totally out of the closet as far as David Miscavige beating people up, which is the head of the Church of Scientology. And, that's a heavy thing. I mean, like I said in my last video about denial, I mean, that's a heavy denial when people in the church just laugh, they don't want to hear about it. And it's like, well, I always ask them, what if you were locked into a room and everybody outside was just laughing at the concept that you would be locked up? It's not very funny. You know what I mean? It's tricky. So it has been an excellent beginning of 2010 for all of us. And I want to thank you. I really do. I mean, people are calling me all the time. To the young people that I've spoken to in the last 24 hours, 48 hours, and some of the parents, this is a tricky one. If your kids are in, it is tricky. And I know you are desperately, I mean, if anyone that is listening to this video could hear the pain and the fear in these parents' voices of how do I talk to my son? Or how do I talk to my daughter? What do I say? I'm so afraid to say this because if I say this, they might disconnect from me, which they will. It's a very, when you hear it on the other side, you just go, how could this possibly have passed for a religion? Now, I'm going to tell you something. People ask me all the time, are you in part of a religion? No, and nor will I be. I don't believe in organized religion at all. However, unlike many of my atheist friends, I don't believe in putting down people who do believe in religion. If you feel like it's helping you in some way, I'm okay with that. I don't speak out necessarily against the different technology of Scientology that people feel is helping them, even though it's kind of a con because it costs so much money and it doesn't really work. It's all, get on to the next level and get on to the next level. Although some people have had wins, so I'm going to say, all right, fine. If you've had wins, great. But I, in general, am speaking out about the abuses Scientology does, which is stopping free speech, breaking up families, medical abuse, roping in young kids, getting them to leave college, which I did, and join Scientology with the hope that you're helping mankind, right? They're not. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are not. Look around you. I mean, I got in 1969 believing, a world without crime and a world with this and all this stuff that Hubbard says. It sounds good. I mean, the guy was a good con man. That's the bottom of it. He is. And the very fact that you, if you're in, don't feel like you can read anything negative about L.Ron Hubbard, that's it right there. I mean, truth is both sides, and looking at both sides and deciding what's really true. Okay, there is something that's true or not. I mean, if a guy was living in California and saying he was really in France, what's the truth there? Can you just say, oh, it doesn't matter? It does matter. That's a flat-out lie, okay? A guy that says, he's selling the bridge to total freedom. First of all, can you sell freedom? No. Okay? No, you can't. Okay, the guy selling that, when he actually said, the actual quote that L.Ron Hubbard said is, if you want to make money, start a religion. Okay? A man who was originally in black magic, which he even acknowledges with Aleister Crowley, but most people cannot read about that That is not truth, okay? That is not freedom. If you cannot talk to me, you cannot watch the videos on the internet, you are not free. Period. Okay, you can just say, oh, I don't want to get upset by it. Watch Tori Talks to CFI. Watch it. It's in the programs. Watch it. Because it explains exactly how it works, exactly what you're going through, and believe me, unlike the 22-year-olds that I've spoken to recently, I got in at 22. I escaped out at 53. For 30 years, I was just like you going, no, Scientology isn't like that. It's really good. I know those evil people out there are saying it's bad, but it isn't. It's really great. I love the people. I'm so happy. It's so terrific. You know, I'm going to put the link of me when I was on OT7 when I made this video for Scientology. And what happened, the backline of that is I was on OT7 and it did not work, okay? And it was a nightmare, right? So finally, and it didn't work for a lot of people. So finally, they came up with the new OT5 rundowns. And that's where you can see I'm so excited. Why? Because it was hope. It was another layer of hope. It's like, okay, it doesn't work, but that's why. It's because we were missing these new OT5 rundowns. Was that really it? No, it didn't work. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for a lot of people. Most people. You know, it's a giant con. Gigantic. Okay? And the very fact that people don't feel like they can watch or read or look at both sides and learn about it is what should be your first thing. If your parents said to you when you were a little kid, okay, now, in a few years, we're going to put you in this organization where you can never find out about the founder, what he really did, you know, because that's not okay. You'll never be able to do that. You can't really talk to any people that used to be in it and then left because they really didn't like it because of some very bad things, but you're not going to be able to talk to them. And instead of getting trained and educated like most people with a career, you're going to get in it and they're going to have you quit college so that you can join this group organization, right? And, you know, all the abuses. If you, even with those little things, you're not going to be able to do free speech, you're not going to be able to learn about the facts, but you're going to be a hardcore member and you're going to have to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to keep being a member of this organization. And it's like a triangle, so every single layer you have to pay more and more and more. And whenever it doesn't work, you're going to get blamed for it. So here's the deal, kid. When you're in this organization, just get ready for it because you're going to get blamed for every single step of it, every single step of the way. And they're going to say you're not responsible, or you're out ethics, or you're a potential trouble source, on and on and on. So are you ready for your new life? What would you say? Bye, I'm out of here, right? So think about it. Think about it real hard because that is the essence of Scientology. I'm sorry to tell you. The Church of Scientology, that is what it is. Watch The Truman Show if you haven't seen it. And someone else pointed out The Matrix is a good one. It is. So there you go. And for everyone that has done a lot of work on this, for all the way from the guys on ARS originally, to the critics, to the ex-Scientologists, to Anonymous, people around the world who are, you know, doing things, speaking out. I cannot thank you enough. And I know that the parents of these young people who won't talk to them cannot thank you enough because things are cracking. People are starting to hop and pop, and this is good. That's from all the work that people have done. So thank you. Please continue doing it. It is making a huge difference. And DM, I told you this, baby doll, you can run, but you cannot hide. And tick-tock, time is on our side. So peace out. Have a wonderful end of the week. Bye-bye.